This is D1. Okay, let's move on to a lower time frame. H4. I'm sure you've seen it. Can you see the pattern that's forming now? Look at it. We've talked about this one. I'm sure you remember it. It's the dominant break strategy. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to need the Fibonacci for that, and I have it on my favorites. So let's put it and see where this takes us. Okay, aim level 0 at the highest point of the 4 candles. This is a dominant break sell, so it goes on the highest level, and level 100 on the third candle that surpasses the big. On mine it's the big blue one, but usually it's the big green candle. Okay, I edited mine, so it's the blue one. Sorry for that. Okay, I'm gonna need another thing. Let's highlight some levels here. So there is level 161. That's the crucial area. Level 161 is our first TP. That's where I advise most beginners to end their trade at. After 161, there might be some retests, there might be a lot of things, a lot of shifts in the market that might change everything. So I advise you to start at level 161 so that you don't end up blowing your accounts or going into losses. So most people have been wondering, I always draw this one on paper, so I decided to put it on a live trade for your sake. So as you can see, if you check, that candle is still forming. That's the candle that my strategy is at. And if you check why I did that, if you check here on the H4, there is another dominant break sell. That one, pay attention to that area, that marked area. That's another dominant break sell, and that's the reason. So I would say that dominant break strategy is indicating a sell, and the other one I indicated on the H4 is indicating is the confirmation of that big one. So if you want to be safe, you see somewhere, let's put it highest level on 0, and the aim level 100. Let's aim level 100 on the third candle. So if you check for the big one, level 161 is below the level 261 of the small one. Check closely there. So if you get out at level 161 of the big one, you will be safe. There is a guarantee it will go to that level without any problems. It might retest a little. So for those retests, I will put less positions, aim 161. We have two of the same strategy indicating the same thing on different time frames. So sort of a top-down analysis. So if you see it on the D1 and then you go to H4, there's another confirming the sell. So after you sell, don't put multiple positions, put less positions, fewer positions. You know why? Because if there's a retest and you are entering full margin, and by the way, if you check here, that's an area of confluence. Check here, the trade has been failing to break that point. So that point, we are sure that if it's indicating a reversal, that reversal has now become certain area of confluence, and there are two strategies indicating the same thing on different time frames. So we now have confirmation that is going to sell. So please don't mind, the third candle hasn't finished forming, but now I'm confident because there is another dominant break that is already formed on the D1. So I can already sell here, being confident, knowing that the other one says it's selling, and this one I am very confident is going to sell. But I wouldn't recommend doing this. But well, after a while you begin to trust your strategy. And as for here, I'm very confident in this one because all the signs are indicating one thing. After a few minutes, it's a few hours, we are in $6 profit per position. I think I added 4 positions. Yeah, let's check. So that's $23 profit, and it's something like 2 hours, I guess, because I ended that trade around 8 o'clock. It was on a Saturday, so I was trading jump 25. And if you check from $51, we are now in 70. The goal was to maybe reach 161 of the big strategy, the big one there, 423. That's risky. It will get there eventually, but then that would require strong hearts because it doesn't go there immediately. Sometimes it retests to the extent that you might lose hope. Most might feel like closing those trades. So it would be easier if you're like me. Sometimes I forget some trades. I don't usually put TPs or stop losses on my trades. I have realized there's a thing. If you put your stop loss, it's like the price hunts that stop loss. So I don't usually use those. I just trade and I enter those manually. So recently I was trading this other day, and it was this weekend, I guess, and I had some positions open in gold, and then when the market closed on the weekend, I forgot about those. They were in something like $20 loss, $20 loss per position, two positions, and I forgot those. And well, I checked them today. They are in profit, something like $50 per position. I will show you those in another video. I'm making another video on that. So if you check here, now we're already in profit, $8 now. And the time is 10:57. Yep, let's fast forward. 10:57, profit is 32. That's a good price. So from 51, according to the risk management, it's some profit, but it's still not enough. And by the way, I had almost forgotten. When most people enter positions, they usually forget when you enter positions, the trade doesn't run to blue. Usually starts with reds, and most people get afraid. They leave the trade, open another position, leave it, open another position, $2 loss, close it. Well, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. If you trust your setup, you gotta be patient. You have to have patience. First of all, you have to focus on less strategies. By focusing on less strategies, it becomes easier for you to see them. Like here, if I didn't focus on the dominant break, I would have missed it. In the next few days, I will be making more videos focusing on the dominant break strategy so that you will start to get the hang of it. Just by opening the charts and moving D1, H4, H1, if it's there, you will see it. If it is what you trade frequently, it becomes easier to identify if you trade it frequently. So that's why we always say focus on one strategy. The lesser things you focus on, the easier it becomes. It's easier if you just focus on less things. So try that for a minute. You will see results. I will be waiting for your comments in the comment section to see if the dominant break strategy has been working for you on your end. I want your comments. I want to see your results. I want to know if it's working for you. If it's not, I will explain it further up until you understand it. You might see some dominant breaks, but you have to check if they are in an area of confluence. It's the area. You have to see if the region is there anything else that indicates the reversal. Is there anything else? Because you might see it, but then sometimes it's in the 1 minute time frame. Don't trust anything in the 1 minute time frame. If you check here, it's D4, it's H4, D1. I'm trading that. So the bigger time frame you go, the higher the time frame, the greater the possibility there is less confusion. Because so as we have been saying, if it's D1, each candle forms daily, and it's sort of a summary of what has been happening. So if you see a dominant break in the H4, it's more certain that it will go that direction. So it's more certain. And after this is 11 o'clock, and as you can see, we are now in sort of $21 profit per position. Take profit for the smaller one has been reached, but sort of a retest. After reaching take profit, after hitting the first TP, it usually retests for a bit. Well, most people would end up more positions on that one, but here I was making this for beginners, so I don't advise you to do that as a beginner. Just advise you to stick to proper risk management. So that's what I did. I just left the 4 positions here. So I was thinking by myself, where should I leave this trade? At 261 of the smaller dominant break, or at 261 of the bigger dominant break, or just wait for it to go all the way. If you're going all the way, It's gonna take some days, I guess, but I will be seeing what I will be doing. Let's check profit. Okay, $91. $91 profit. That's like almost account tripled. Well, we're moving nicely. I guess let's go something like $200. I guess you can do something with 200. So about that one, that $51. Oh, I ended another trade with $100, and then, well, it was gold, and you know gold positions, they move so fast. They are volatile, and well, I can't say I blew it, but I sort of I sort of spent half of it. Yeah, so that was $51 left, and I went back to the dominant break, and voila, we are making progress. Let's see if we can double from the original. The original was 100, so my hope is to have $200 by, let's say, morning. This was 11 o'clock. The target was to make $200 at the end of the next day. So this was Saturday night, and we're hoping by the time we open on Monday, we would have something. So we are $23 profit per position. Voila, moving nicely. So all you have to know is just be patient. Just be patient. When you grow in this, you won't be opening your phone regularly, checking the trades. You have to learn to control yourself. Just leave your position. Boom. Yeah. So this is the next day, around 1 o'clock. This was Sunday after church, and the Lord was blessing us. So that was 226. So we had passed where I was hoping I would leave the trade, and well, for some reason, I said I was feeling lucky. So I had to continue. I had to. So that's me continuing, and I hope I don't blow it again. So, well, I will be updating you. And for now, all we have to do is just be patient and wait for level 261. After 161, it usually does a retest, a small retest. So, well, prepare for that. But it will continue in the direction. It will continue. As you can see, if you check on the left side, there is a sort of a rally, base rally on that point where the trade is now. So it might be affected a bit. It might be affected a bit before passing that zone, but eventually it will pass. All the nightmares, they usually end. Well, you will just wake up. So that happens. If you entered late, well, enter with smaller positions, so that if it ever retests, you will be safe. If it ever retests, if you check at from level 100, it went somewhere like level 30, below level 50. So we have to take note of that. Proper risk management. Manage your risk properly. So guys, this is Trading Loft here, and if you found this video useful, if you like the dominant break strategy, remember to comment, leave some comments so I know you like it, and I'll make more videos on that. And remember to follow my WhatsApp, follow my TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube. In fact, follow me everywhere. I will return the favor. I will be doing giveaways. This is just some proof to show you that it's possible.